casualty and its escalation which is happening for the different comprehensive advantage and the loss of humanity, loss of different arms and the military base. It is also loss for the different way of the challenges emerging and the inflation recession takes place in the global market, financial instability which is taking place and the different conflicts emerging, the place of the challenges and its objectify for the different war and its conflicts which is the supplementary ideologically but the objectify for the different escalation and its working for the defining a structural the process and it is the casuality which is the emerging and it's try to influence in different structural for the resources and its involvement, the comprehensive advantage and it is the neutralization and its prosperity for the institutional as structural. But the war is not be the last destination of humanity solvency of the problems. It is just try to involvement in different conflicts and the association of working and its conflicts implementary sentiments about their objectivity and its powerness immersing in the global ties, the conflicts and its emancipation for the different enhancement, the prosperity and its involvement, which is the nuclear threats and the different energy prosperity and its institutionalization, which is the gradually and it's sophisticated for their complemency and its consolidated structural for different alliance country and it is the process which is different arms and its conflicts emerging, the escalation and its process which is the distinction and transformation which is the different core and its involvement for their participations which emerging for the tension in not only the Middle East but also its effects for the global world, the drastically changing of economy structure, layoff in the company, and the recession takes place. Also, the effect of different trade and its oil market, global casualty, which is emerging, the pre-casualty and its mismanagement, which is emerging. The inflation also takes place. Geopolitical tension, conflicts, the emerging of different ecosystem, which is emerging, and its challenges for their defining prosperity which is not the institutionalization, it is the gradually responsibility and its transformations for their different casualty which is emerging, the energy security and different procurement of the advantage mean mismanagement of geopolitically and its strategically conflicts about the different trade and its while immersing prosperity and its advantage, the prosperity for the advantage and its growing challenges which is not be consolidate and it's structural but the different process and its advantage for the rollout the prosperity and its a gradually responsibility and its a transformation for the drastically changing and its involvement in the participation, work is structural and it's a hidden for their involving and it's growing for their advantage and its a role and its regulatory efficiency, the dynamic institutionalization and its process for their working is structural and it's growing for their advantage. It is the challenges and its working capacity for their neutralization, its associations for their working as structural and its process and its hidden for their transformation. Core values and systematic way of the ideologically thinking about different regulatory and its involvement in the participation in its work is structural prosperity and institutionalization and its core and its influential part of the approach regulatory and its supplementary for their growing influence for the different structural and its core values and systematic way of the growth orientation, it is the neutralization and its prosperity for their different insolvency and its working structural fragmentation of the different conflicts and challenges for their prosperity and its neutralization which is the advantage and its process for their neutralization, how to involving the growing and its advantage, it is the challenges and its working capacity sustainable approach about the work capacity and its prosperity for their advantage, but the neutralization and its a growing influential structural different dynamic institutionalization and its comprehensive consolidated structural strengthening ecosystem for their supplementary and its prosperity for their different growth, and it's involving in the different strategically tie between the different core and its institutionalization, but the different envision of the conflicts, geopolitical tension and its war and conflicts, which is escalation of the different types of challenges emerging in the globals, like the trade disruptions which also takes place, the transportation is also disrupted, aviation industry is also losing heavy, and it is the cause of the two ways. The inflation is also taking place, layout is also taking place, and it's a cause for the uh, mm, middleman peoples, and it's emerging for their drastically changing, and it's for their food insecurity, which is insolvency, and it's a hidden for their advantage. But but the challenges and its comprehensive approach, the complemency and its advantage, which is not the reluctance and the advantage of the resources, but the growing and its insolvency for the advantage and its resources about their